Hey, let's live in Universe Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here on Friday Night SmackDown. We have a lot going on tonight. We have the number one contender to the World Heavyweight Championship in action. We have the new SmackDown Women's Champion in action, but we are kicking the show off with the SmackDown Tag Team Champions in action. Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar of the Hurt Business set to face off with another one of SmackDown's many tag teams. So it's only just dawned on me that the Hurt Business are set to have the tag team entrance made for Lashley and MVP because, you know, they've usually got, for just the two of them, because they've usually got someone in their corner to make the three-man entrance. But either way, we'll just kind of ignore the elephant in the room here. Cedric Alexander and Noam Dar, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, making their way to the ring. These two have been Tag Team Champions since Money in the Bank, as they make their way to the ring. The Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar. I don't believe Cedric's got a nickname. I could be incorrect, though. But Cedric and Noam Dar making their way to the ring. They're set to take on Elias World Tour tonight. Hold on a minute. That's not Elias World Tour. That's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly of the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish dropkicks Noam Dar. Referee trying to get some order here. Fish taking down Alexander. Fish and O'Reilly going into the Hurt Business. Cedric trying to save Noam Dar. Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era, making a statement right now. Referee trying to tell him to get out of here, and he takes a super kick as well. The Undisputed Era jumping the Hurt Business as they lay out Cedric, and the Undisputed Era want the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Subscribing on YouTube is both free and appreciated, but another way that you can support the channel, if you are willing and able, is on Patreon. The LS11 Universe Patreon is linked in the description of every video that we have on the channel. Patreons get cool rewards, like personalized thank you videos, their name in the credits of videos on the channel, early access to side series like GM modes and Road to WrestleMania playthroughs, access to voting on the bi-weekly watch-alongs, and a bi-weekly podcast hosted by myself and Ray, where you get to learn more about us and more about decisions made behind the scenes. If you want to support us on Patreon, it's very appreciated, as it both helps the channel and helps support Ray's unhealthy Dr. Pepper addiction. Woo! Now, back to the show.
Well, it'll say that the Undisputed Era won, just because the game works, but the Undisputed Era have laid out the Hurt Business tonight. They made it clear they want the SmackDown Tag Team Gold. In other matches tonight, Becky Lynch knocked off Tamina in Becky Lynch's return. We know she and Shayna Baszler will be having their final match at SummerSlam for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Cesaro knocked off Lince Dorado in singles action. Cesaro looking to have a rematch with Shinsuke Nakamura for the IC title down the line. Daniel Bryan knocked off Big E in some singles action. Up next, Dana Brooke is going to take on the new SmackDown Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. And in the main event, Johnny Gargano takes on Drew McIntyre. Gargano won the World Heavyweight Championship's number one contenders match last week. He's got to take on the former world champion to prove himself tonight. So it's time for the new SmackDown Women's Champion to be in action as Dana Brooke makes her way to the ring to take on said champion. Dana Brooke making her way to the ring. She got a surprise win last week. I mean, we didn't watch it, but she did get a win in one of our matches that we check out during the midpoint of the show. She got a surprise win over Miss Money in the Bank last week. Dana Brooke makes her way to the ring. Here comes the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Here comes Shayna Baszler. The Queen of Spades has gold. Baszler, the only woman to hold the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Women's Championships in Universe mode. She's held every belt that she could hold in the women's division. Next thing you know, she'll do what China did and go for the Intercontinental title or something. Don't give me ideas. So it's Dana Brooke versus Shayna Baszler. Here we go. Baszler takes down Brooke. And a knee in the face. Kicks her down now as Dana Brooke is being kicked down by Baszler. Baszler going right to work on Dana Brooke. Decks her with a right hand. And now Baszler being fought back against by Dana. Dana shoved away by Baszler, and Baszler takes her down. And another knee strike. Baszler now picks up Dana Brooke and Shayna Baszler. No, Dana kicks at the knee. Dana Brooke grabs her, and right hand from Baszler. Baszler now striking her repeatedly. Shayna Baszler doing the damage. Makes rapid strikes. Punches her in the ribs now, and now she's got her by the arm. And Baszler, the submission magician, working over the arm of Dana Brooke with a stomp into the arm as well. And now Dana picked up by Shayna, and Shayna punches her in the ribs. Kick to the ribs. Shayna Baszler has her for a gut wrench. Hits her. Picks her right back up. And does it again. Now Shayna kicks her in the ribs. Pops her up into Karafuda clutch. Karafuda clutches in. Dana, get to tapping. You ain't going anywhere. You're going nowhere. She had you for 3 minutes. And with Shayna Baszler, that's 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah. Voice hurts a little too much to do the Macho Man voice today. But Shayna Baszler with a dominant win tonight. Shayna with a huge win. Up next, it's the main event. Johnny Gargano making his way to the ring for the main event. Gargano won a big fatal 4-way last week, beating Sheamus, Lashley, and Bray Wyatt to become number 1 contender. Now tonight, he's got a huge opportunity to prove himself and prove why he deserves to be number 1 contender against Tommaso Ciampa. Here comes Drew McIntyre. Drew, former World Heavyweight Champion in his own right, the longest reigning World Champion in Universe, not period, on Raw and SmackDown. Drew making his way to the ring. McIntyre and Gargano. What a matchup this is going to be. Here we go. Oh, Johnny! Cutter immediately to Drew. Cover! Gargano! No! Drew kicks out. Gargano with a drop kick now, going right after Drew. Johnny, going up top. Gargano went for a frog splash, Drew out of the way. And now Drew kicks him in the ribs. McIntyre with a kick to the back now. Gargano is down. Gargano now dragged away by McIntyre as McIntyre picks him up and gut wrenches him. There's a kick to the ribs now. Gargano is down. Gargano getting back to his feet. Drop kick, or enziguri, excuse me, takes down McIntyre. Gargano. Super kick. No, Gargano caught with a clothesline to the back of the head. And now McIntyre kicks him in the back. Gargano falls. Gargano's in trouble. McIntyre. Double axe handle. Gargano rolls out of the way. Gargano. Springboard. DDT. And now Johnny. These two coming right out of the gate on one another tonight. There's a knee strike from Drew. Drew. Oh, shoves down Gargano. And now Gargano knocks McIntyre back towards the ropes. Went for a right. Drew. No. Gargano counters. Gargano. Super kick. Drew out of the way. Drew catches him. Oh, drops him with a reverse DDT. Picks him back up to his feet now. McIntyre grabs Gargano. Has him by the back of the neck. And Gargano in trouble. McIntyre taking him towards the ropes. Out of the ropes. Over the top. Out to the floor. Down goes Gargano. Referee begins the count. Gargano trying to pull himself back up to his feet. And now Gargano grabbed by McIntyre, and McIntyre, oh God, belly to belly, down goes Johnny. Johnny Wrestling's in some trouble. There's a stomp to the head. Oh, went for a headbutt. Johnny out of the way. Johnny Gargano, super kick. No, McIntyre out of the way. McIntyre's got him up, and electric chair drives him into the mat. And now cover. One, no, Gargano kicks out. Now kick the back. And Drew standing over Johnny. Drew picks him up to his feet now. And Drew McIntyre grabs Gargano. No, good God, throws him across the ring. Johnny is down. Gargano turned over with a kick from McIntyre. McIntyre now is just dominating the number one contender as Johnny goes down. Gargano, knee to the back of the neck from Drew. Drew now standing over Gargano. McIntyre now picks Gargano up to his feet, and McIntyre goes for a headbutt. Gargano with an uppercut. Gargano. Oh, caught again by McIntyre's McIntyre. Every time Gargano starts to mount some offense, McIntyre shuts him down. It's almost like it's a weird simulation where sometimes there's only a bullshit amount of reversals you can do as a character. And even when you reverse something, you don't get a chance to hit before you get caught again. It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird thought, given this is real life. As Drew turns Johnny over, and Drew McIntyre again ties him up, kicks him in the ribs. Drew's done this a couple times in a row now. Stomps Gargano into the mat. Hey, if it's working, if it ain't broke, you know. He picks Johnny back up again, and Drew goes for a right. Gargano counters. Gargano knocks Drew in the ropes, clotheslines him. And now Johnny Gargano trying to mount some offense. Gargano off the ropes. What's Johnny thinking here? He dives onto Drew. And now Gargano's getting back into it. Johnny Gargano grabs McIntyre, throws him back in the ring. Johnny back in the ring himself. And Gargano, here we go. This is what won in the match last week. Kneeling, super kick to Drew McIntyre. Cover. 1, 2, no, Drew kicks out. And now Johnny trying to get himself right back into it, not going to give Drew any time to recover. The brilliant strategy from Johnny as he takes down Drew, rolls him through, and kicks him in the head. Gargano with McIntyre in the corner now. Gargano runs to the corner, grabs McIntyre, scoops him up on his shoulder. Gargano into a lawn dart. And now Gargano going for it again. Second time, could be lucky. Johnny with a super kick. Cover. Referee, count it. 1, 2. Gargano nearly got him. Gargano picks up McIntyre, and Gargano, what can he do now? Springboard. Oh, went for the DDT. Gargano gets caught. McIntyre. Gotta try and cover him off of that. Not really showing the strategy there, but go for it. 1 kick out, though. Kick to the back. And now Drew McIntyre standing over Gargano. What's Drew thinking? He picks Gargano back up to his feet, and Drew McIntyre grabs Gargano. Gargano knocks him back. Gargano, super kick. Gargano picks McIntyre right back up to his feet, though, and Gargano with a second super kick. No! Drew, no! Gargano out of the way. Gargano, crucifix cover. 1, 2, kick out from Drew. Gargano now picks him up to his feet, and Gargano right hand and a left. Gargano striking away on the former world champion. He's got Drew down to one knee. DDT. Goes for a kick. Here comes Drew. Johnny. Super kick. But he took himself out on that one. Wiped himself out. Gargano picks up Drew. Gargano turns him around. Full Nelson. Plants him in the mat. Gargano into a cover. 1, 2. And Johnny not able to put him away. Gargano now goes over the ropes. And now Gargano calling up McIntyre. What's Gargano thinking here? Gargano looking for... Oh, Drew takes him out to the outside. Drew McIntyre takes him out. Gargano goes down in a heap. And now Drew coming out for Johnny wrestling. Whoa, Johnny went for a super kick, but he just wildly missed that one. Johnny back to his feet. Super kick! Referee at a 4 count. Johnny got him right off the skull with that super kick. Referee at a 5 count now. Gargano looking to come off the top. Gargano. Frog splash. 1, 2. Drew kicks out. Johnny takes him down. And now what's Gargano got left in the tank? He's going for it. 3rd time lucky. Here comes the big kneeling super kick. Cover. Count it, referee. Because that's gonna be it. Gargano gets the win. Johnny Gargano with a huge win. Johnny Gargano knocks off McIntyre tonight. Your winner, Johnny Gargano. You better watch out, Ciampa, because we could be looking at the next World Heavyweight Champion. I spoke a little too soon, didn't I? I told him to watch out, and well, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Champion, Tommaso Ciampa, grabs Gargano and power bombs him. And now Ciampa with the knee to Gargano. And Ciampa's just going to stand over Gargano tonight, stare down at him. And that is going to do it. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.